And we're live. All right, fabulous. Okay, I'm going to start this again because I realized that I tried to start one earlier, but it was unlisted for unknown reasons, so it didn't pop up. So hopefully the notification will be getting out there now and people will be able to join this. So as you can see from the title, it is another writing sprint session here on the channel, although a little bit different for me in this case because today while I'm going to be doing writing, the main focus for today's session for me is to actually do a bunch of revisions. So some people who may be following my writing in like updates and stuff in regards to that may be aware that I am currently working with Golden Goblin Press to work on one of many with other authors tabletop RPGs for Call of Cthulhu. It's very exciting and I'm really glad to have gotten this opportunity. But I've just had my most recent meeting with my editor on the Friday just gone, and I received a bunch of new feedback on how to improve this new draft. So that's basically what I'm going to be working on today, is just getting out a bunch of revisions, basically, to get things done and on the move, because I have until the end of this month, and then it's going to be handed in, or if I can get it in sooner, even better. So hopefully, as always, I hope this is going to be useful for anyone who may be tuning in. And if it ends up just being me, well, that's just how it works out. Hopefully it'll be useful for me all the same. But I will hold off, I think, until about 10 past, just so I can have like a sort of straight half hour like I usually start with, as well as the fact that I had actually intended to start at exactly on the dot. But technology is difficult, so that didn't exactly work out, unfortunately. But yeah, so I'm just going to set things up. I've got everything sorted up ready. I've got my document with all of the notes that I've just received from my editor, and that's the one I think I'm going to work on in particular because I have like another version of that. Just go through the commentary and just work through in that way. I'm looking forward to look through it. We had a conversation in further detail, so I did actually note down just specific feedback as well, alongside what was going to be given to me in the Word document. But yeah, so it's revisions for me, probably something different for everyone else, but we'll see how it goes and how useful this is going to be for everyone. So for anyone who is going to be jumping in right now at 10 past, we're going to do a half-hour sprint, stop for about 5 minutes to about 1:45, do a 45-minute one, and so on and so forth, like I've done in the past. Yeah, I would say actually I'm intending, just because with this new project and feedback from my editor, I'm intending that every other Sunday, so this Sunday, so not next Sunday, but the Sunday after, I'm going to do these sort of writing sprint live streams, or in my case, editing/writing sprint live streams, just because I've seen that it's been useful for others, but it's also been useful in particular for me to kind of get things done. Even if people don't tune in, I'm just hoping it'll be useful in some sense, just to kind of get me to focus, because knowing that people are watching me writing, so I need to be writing or editing, really gets some motivation going. So hopefully it's useful for others. But yeah, so we're going to see how that goes. I think I may start shortly anyway, because, well, I've been waiting a few little bits here, but maybe some people will drop in. If not too much, not too fast, if I'm honest with you, because as well, it's going to hopefully be helpful to others, but the main thing is that it is definitely helpful for me in particular. So that's kind of a big thing, because I want to make sure that I'm getting this work done, because this is a project that I'm really invested in working with, and yeah, it'll be great to kind of get a bit more done in regards to this. I realize I don't have my normal thumbnail because I forgot what I was doing, so let me get that added on before I dive in. I've got like another minute, so it'll be fine. I'll get my headphones ready to go, and I'll pop something up to let people know what's going on. There we go. And this is the time that someone has decided to start mowing the grass. Yay! All right. Okay. I'll probably put the thing up now. So I think I'm going to dive in after this. And yeah, you know what? I'm going to dive in now because it is on the dot. And yeah, hopefully people will pop in at certain points. I'm just going to pop in a message here to pop up on screen. Writing and editing sprints to 3 p.m. and then break after in when you arrive. And I'll just pop that up here. Okay, so that's all sorted. Okay, get my headphones on. And yeah, for anyone who's just dropped in now, hop on into it. Let's just get going. Get my music. All right. Yeah. Okay, so that is the first sprint done for anyone who is here with me. I've just seen that I have some comments here. So when you do these sprints, how much of the writing is usable when you look at it later? Probably, like, in terms of percentages, maybe like 40% of it is probably usable. I usually end up doing a lot of editing later, but I edit when kind of the whole thing is finished. I'll just write and write and write until I finish the whole thing, and then when it's all completed, edit it afterwards. It's just easier that way, I usually find. And Tia, hello, hi, oh my god, how are you? And how are we to anyone who is in here with me? As I was saying, in case anyone wasn't here when I started, I'm mainly doing editing today due to the fact that I have a project for this freelance game writing project that I'm doing that some people may be aware of, and I got the most recent notes back on Friday from my editor, so I'm just doing a bunch of editing for that. Not going too badly, lots of notes, but helpful notes, so hopefully it'll be of use to go through and kind of, well, obviously it's going to be of use, it's already of use so far, but just kind of going over the initial notes within the document itself, and then get down to the sort of nitty-gritty structural side of things after that. So yeah, it's for the Cthulhu book. It is indeed, yeah. So this is a project, like a collaborative project between Golden Goblin Press, who are the people that I'm working with, and Shoggoth.net. And it's for Call of Cthulhu tabletop RPG, yeah, called Suspended Pending Resolution is the name of my specific scenario, and it's me and a bunch of other writers, and they're all awesome. So yeah, that's that's what I'm working on at the moment. It's a lot of fun. It's difficult, as I've like written a few Cthulhu scenarios, but nothing to like the level that I'm doing at the moment. So it's a lot of hard work, but hopefully worth it by the end. Got to finish it by, well, this most recent draft by the end of this month at the latest. So yeah, I need to hydrate. My throat is really sore. To everyone here, be sure to hydrate. But what about everyone here? What are you guys working on at the moment? Just let me know in the comments of what it is that you're working on at the moment. I realized at some point I did accidentally speak out loud because I was reading something that's like, wait, what? So I just said that out loud. So apologies if I surprise people by suddenly speaking out loud. But yeah, so what I'm thinking is, well, in a few minutes actually, is that at 1:45, or maybe we'll do 10:45 actually, depending, to then do 45 minutes worth of writing / editing on my part, and finish about 1:30. So that'll be 4:30 my time. I don't know time zones for anyone else, but about 45 or 40 minutes, depending on when we start. And so it's quite a quiet day so far with folks tuning in, but admittedly this was a very sudden, I guess is the correct word, sudden live stream for writing sprints, so totally makes sense. But yeah, I admit I'm actually really tired today, so I'm surprised I've actually been able to do quite a bit of stuff. Immediately after this, I've then also got to do a bunch of video editing for everyone who subscribes to the channel. And then I have writing sprints again with a friend actually on Zoom about 7 p.m. my time to about 10 o'clock at night. So that's going to be fun. But yeah, I think we'll dive in for the next sprint now. So finish at 1:30 the next hour. Oh, hold on, I'll answer this before I go into it. I'm not much of a writer, but I am working on a bit of world building. My players are about to enter a part of the country they've never seen before, so I'm creating enemies and dungeon building too. Oh, very cool. That's very cool. And the world building, I always give huge props to because world building is incredibly difficult. I'm doing this exercise where I have my character tell me their story and I write it down. It helps me get into the character's head. Admittedly, having character exercises is a really good way to figure out your character voice. There's putting your character in the hot seat sort of things that you can do to help figure out sort of what answers they'd give to certain questions. I would recommend doing that as well if you want further exercises you can do for these characters. If I can find anything specifically, I'll link them after the video. No, after the live stream ends, I mean. But on that, let us dive in to this next round to about past, and hopefully get some stuff done. Let go. Right, I know it's like a minute earlier than intended, but I thought I would stop now just because I've slowly lost the energy to keep going. But I see so many people have dropped in. So we got my friend Robert, my friend Yip from Instagram. Oh, Ken, I don't know if you've come back, but if you haven't, well, I hope you have had a good breakfast all the same. Simon, yes, I know Simon is here, and yes, I was doing it by UK time. I should have put GMT. I realised because not most people will realise that that's the time zone I meant. But everyone sounds like they're doing cool stuff. So there's Tia. I'm developing characters for a fantasy war romance story. Very interesting. And then Simon is working on a script for a video for their channel. That's very, very cool. I'm slowly losing my voice, so I can't actually. Well, I can believe it. I talk way too much. But gosh, I've done my initial bit of this. I'm on page 16 of 29 currently. Going through this all, and there is a lot I need to do, and a lot I need to adjust, and it's very stressful. Honestly, I lost the energy to keep going too. Yeah, it happens sometimes. I definitely find, especially if you're kind of not fully in the mood, if you're not fully in the mood to keep going with it. And that's unfortunately where I am today, actually. I may actually probably finish this. I didn't go as long as I wanted to. I've only done, well, mainly I've done over an hour's worth. Yeah, because I've been here. I've technically done near an hour and 15 minutes worth of editing and revising, which is pretty good. And I'm doing more later with a friend anyway. But yeah, this is clearly not the day for it. But for anyone here, I mentioned earlier, I think when no one was on at that point, but my intention for the writing sprints going forward is that I'm thinking every other week on a Sunday, probably around 2 p.m. UK time. I actually started an hour later today than I intended to. I actually meant to start at 2 o'clock my time, but I ended up starting at 3 because I was exhausted and I'd been to the gym, so I was like extra exhausted. But yeah, my intention is to do sort of 2 to 3 hour writing sprints every other Sunday from kind of now on, really, mainly to honestly mainly to benefit me, because it means that I have to keep myself going in terms of editing for this freelance writing project that I'm doing for Golden Goblin Press for a Call of Cthulhu scenario, which is what you guys may have been seeing me doing. I've been just picking up a bunch of different books, just like, wait, what does this mean? What does that mean? What was I confused about? So I've got my Call of Cthulhu Keeper rule book for 7th edition. This here is just a various assortment of Call of Cthulhu scenario games. Is that it? There we go. That I got when I went to the Games Expo in Birmingham last year, I think it was, that I went. No, not last year, because pandemic. The year before last, so in 2019. And yeah, so these are quite useful for anyone who's interested in doing Call of Cthulhu in future, by the way. But yeah, so it's I've just got a lot of work to do with it. So it's either going to be every other week, or depending on how desperate I am to kind of get things done, it may be every Sunday, at least for the month of June. But we shall see, because even though I intended for it to happen today, I nearly forgot to do it. So that says a lot about my memory just in general. But it also half depends on whether or not I've gotten my videos recorded for the coming weeks. To note, I know both Tia and Simon, I think both of you were here for my Percy Jackson content. I am happy to announce I am bringing back my Percy Jackson videos starting from next Saturday. They won't be as regular as they were before, but well, we'll see. Actually, admittedly, I've got quite a few ideas, but I'll be bringing back my Percy Jackson theory discussion video. So yay. From Daniel and Dice, regular progress is always a good thing. Some sessions will be bigger than others. Oh, for sure. Honestly, I'm just kind of glad that I got something done for this writing sprint session. Like I got to page 16 of 29, so that's halfway. That's halfway through. So technically that's something for for progress. I actually wasn't here. Did you only come in after my bad. But yeah, so Percy Jackson content is coming back. I will be doing writing sprints either every Sunday or every other Sunday. Obviously my Avatar videos are still going to be coming out as they were before, as well as my LGBTQ plus content. I have like a new series of stuff coming out at some point as well, which will be like intermittent because that's just how I roll. So there's lots of different changes that are coming to my channel alongside just doing these writing sprints. But for anyone who is wanting other writing sprints, I do know that Abby Emmons here on YouTube is doing like a writing retreat at the moment where she is doing writing sprints like once or twice a week, like live streams on her channel. So if anyone wants to tune into those at any point, they'll be on her channel, so you can do that there. I do not have the capability to do that much because my job is full-time, so I can't. Speaking of Percy Jackson, that would have to be an Annabeth shirt. It is indeed an Annabeth shirt. The New York cap, her dagger, and the wise. It's I worked with the PGO Animation YouTube channel team for a while. I was involved with like marketing and some of the writing as well, and this was one of their shirts. I do have my own like Percy Jackson merchandise as well, which merchandise is linked in the description box if anyone is interested in stuff like that. But hashtag wise girl, love it. And looking forward to it. I'm glad to bring more content Percy Jackson wise for it. I'm coming back with a hot take straight away, so that will be fun. That'll actually be going up on Patreon, on my Patreon page on Monday or Tuesday, I think, if I'm able to finish editing the video today. So that'll be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. Just realised that you may actually be able to see descriptions for it doesn't really matter, of a future video actually up on my whiteboard right now. But I think I'm going to finish this here, I think, actually, because my throat is slowly dying and I think I'm slightly dehydrated actually from my time at the gym. So I am going to go chill. I think people can probably watch this back anyway, for those who weren't able to be here at the start, just to watch back and just redo some writing sprints with my typing and my sighing. Just realised I sighed quite a lot and I wasn't fully aware. The occasional mumbling of so hopefully it'll be some sort of ASMR situation of the experience of what it's like to probably be in a library or something. I don't know. But for everyone who did tune in for this mini writing sprint, I guess we can call it, or editing sprint in my case, thank you all, and I hope this has been useful, even if it was slightly, I know some people lost their steam, which everyone does at some point. It's a Sunday, these things happen. But the mini updates of Percy Jackson is coming back. Content wise, I'll be doing these once every 2 weeks, so I'm looking forward to what's going to be going on in future. And to know if anyone is wanting updates to do with my writing and things like that, in the description box you can find the link to my email newsletter. I don't do too many like emails in regards to that because I don't want to like overblow people with notification emails of what's going on, but you can sign up to that and get notifications, so do if you want to. But for now, that is that's probably all, and I will let you all get back to what you were probably intending to do with your day. And everyone stay hydrated, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next one.